The first time I remember keeping a diary was when I was around 9 or 10. It was a little notebook. I'd fill its pages with whatever was on my mind, whether it was what I did that day, what I ate, or just a random thought that popped into my head. I loved writing about my life, partly because my memory was terrible, still is, and writing helps me keep track of things. Nowadays, my diary entries are a lot deeper, and I usually write in the evening when things are quiet and I can reflect on my day. I've also switched to a monthly diary format instead of writing down every little detail of my day. I focus on highlights of each month and breaking them down into different categories like relationship, work, and personal growth. It's a great way to reflect on the month I've had and see how far I've come. One of my favourite things to do on the weekend is head to the park and soak in some nature. The peace and quiet always helps me clear my head and get some perspective of the week. I'm currently on my way to my favourite writing spot outside where I can sit alone and just gather my thoughts. I even have a companion today, so when I was coming up I saw this little insect I came across just hanging about. It looked really cool. I like the patterns on the shell. So I've got this super cool diary I bought back from my trip in Spain. It caught my eyes with its unique pattern and design. The cover is made of leather and the inside pages are recycled paper, giving it a vintage and rustic look and feeling. I've divided this book in 4 sections. The first section is where I let my creativity run wild with drawings and doodles, and I just draw whatever comes to my mind, whether it's something I've seen or just a random thought that pops up in my head. Right now I'm sketching this leaf that's happened to be lying next to me. It'll remind me of the beautiful autumn scenery around me at the moment. Doodling is such a great way to relax and distress, and I don't have to worry about making it perfect. It's all about capturing the moment, and expressing myself freely, so I don't worry about making mistakes. After my doodling section, I have a section for all the positive things I want to remember about myself and the world around me. Sort of like a positive affirmation section. Sometimes it's something I've heard during the week, or maybe just something I need to hear at the moment. I usually write a few affirmations, but it depends on how I feel that day. So today I just wrote 3. These affirmations help me stay positive and grateful for what I have, and I feel like they help me grow as a person. One of the affirmations I wrote down today was, I can do whatever I put my mind to. I feel like that really relates to me at the moment, starting my YouTube channel, because I have to be consistent, and also putting myself out there has just made me more aware that I can do more. I like writing outside in nature because I'm able to enjoy the beauty around me and reflect on my life. It's grounding and peaceful to listen to the wind rustling around through the leaves or just the birds singing. The next section is where I vent and process my thoughts and feelings. I date each entry and write about how I'm feeling in the moment, what I'm doing, and where I'm at in life at the moment. It's like a quick snapshot of my current mood and why I might be feeling that way. It's a great way to reflect on my life and see how much I've grown. And the last section in this book is where I unleash my creativity. I tend to write poems or short stories, but sometimes nothing comes to mind like today, and that's okay. I don't force it. After I'm done writing my journal, I'll grab my diary. I'm currently on my second one this year. I completed the first one 6 months in. It was so detailed because everything was just new and there was so much happening. Last month I was really busy and didn't have time to write, so I'm catching up on it now. So in my diary, I write about the highlights of each month, the major event that happened, the food I ate, the places I visited, the people I've met, and how I felt overall. Since I'm living abroad, I make these entries really detailed so I can look back and remember my time here in Korea. It's another way to create memories in which I can't capture by picture. I like writing in my diary because putting my thoughts down on paper helps me make sense of the world around me and what's happening in my life. It's like getting a fresh perspective, you know. Writing makes me reflect on situations that have happened and helps me see things from a different angle because I can read it as like a third party. It's been a game changer for me in many ways, like my memory has improved and my mental health has gotten way better, and I've found a lot more clarity in my life actually. Plus, it helps me achieve my goals and improve my focus and awareness because I can write down what I want to do and write down steps which can help me achieve my goal. It's also made me more grateful for the things in my life. I think the most important thing when it comes to writing in a diary is just to be yourself. Let everything out. Your worries, your concern, your silly thoughts, whatever is on your mind, just write it down. And writing it down is a great way to release like those pent up emotions and gain some perspective. You don't have to stress about making it perfect either. Like, just write about your feelings, who you spoke to that day, like how your day was going, literally anything that pops up in your head, just write it down. And also, it doesn't have to be detailed, and you can just literally just write one word or a sentence. If that's hard, you can start by creating a mood board where you can draw different emotions and just color whatever you're feeling that day. Or you can ask yourself questions like, where did I go today? Or what made me feel happy today? Think of it like storytelling, but without any audience. Well, I hope so. Hopefully no one will be reading it. And just feel free to express yourself without fear or judgment or being ridiculed. And that feeling of freedom to express yourself and just write whatever you feel like is incredibly liberating. It's so funny because on my way down, I spotted my new insect buddy just lying upside down on the steps. And I'm not sure if it was the same one or something similar, but it's highly that it was the same one. One of its legs had given in and it was struggling to move. It was just flipped on its back, so I gently flipped it back over and watched it for a bit. I hope my little buddy's okay. I'm glad I was able to help it out. It's always nice to be able to make a difference to someone's life, even though it's just a little insect. So I hope this video was helpful. Thanks for joining me on this journey of self-reflection and personal growth. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more. And remember, journaling is a powerful tool. It can help you make sense of your thoughts, your emotion and experience, you know. If you don't already have a diary or a journal, I encourage you to start one. You might be surprised with how much it can help you grow as a person or just get some mental clarity. I'd love to hear about your journaling experience in the comment section below. Do you keep a journal? Do you have a diary? What do you like to write in them? Let me know down below and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.